Hello everyone. Need the right client? Yeah, perfect. We just resize it. Perfect. How are you everyone? Exen and everybody else. Just gonna remove the camera for a sec. But we're getting ready, we're starting. So we have, what do we have? Frostfire Mine in 15 minutes. That's perfect. I think my farmers are coming back. Hello Bamba. I need to come back. I need to get a bottle of water for the evening. I just had lunch. I'm quite thirsty. I'll leave you with these and I'll be back in a minute. And hopefully they are playing for themselves, you know. Hey Coco, welcome, welcome. Let's do auto. I'll come back in a sec, guys. I'll be there. And I'm ready here this time. Just a bit of a rush before we start. That's all good. That was too late. Never do something else when you try to do your cooking. Hey Sat, welcome. Came on while I'm walking the dog. I might have to do that one day. The wife wants a dog, so you know what it is. It's just delaying getting one, I guess. More or less. Hey, I want a great guide to be the best ranking in Frostfire Mine. You got all you need already. It's already all made. There is nothing else to say, I think, unless you know another strategy that I did not cover, but I covered the free-to-play, I covered the spender. Everything is covered and it works, so we'll play today. We'll play the free-to-play as usual. Let's spin the wheel. We have a lot to do as well in the game, because we will chain with like Crazy Joe. I mean Frostfire Mine, then Crazy Joe 5 minutes after, so we'll be kind of the rush. I have the lucky wheel to do. Some experts I want to do as well. I'm not gonna wait I push for SVS. I'm gonna give it the point now, even if I'm not pushing on many things. I'm gonna give it the points now for that. So a bit of lucky wheel, a bit of experts. I'm not gonna do my charms. If you know what I mean. Not gonna do buildings, anything like that. I'm just holding on, you know, on all of that for a future SVS in Gen 10. Sorry for that. So here, it's gonna be happening right after, right? So we can squeeze, you know, one more by freezing and starving people, like we always do. Get a small dog, don't be stupid like me and get a big ass dog. I would reconsider, like, you know, we have a house, but you know, we do like we work from home, like my wife is giving like yoga classes and stuff, so we don't want like a big dog that will be scary. We live in the countryside, so you have game outside, you know, you have like deers and stuff, pigs, you know, rabbits, all, you know, all you can imagine that live in France, in the forest of France. So we don't need, we need one that is not like running around and, you know, hunting basically. And the like the outside of the house is not closed, it's like on open field. So next is the you know, next is the trees and the whatever, the other fields. So yeah, so it's the countryside. So apparently we cannot take any dog. We have kind of to be a bit picky with it. Thank you. So let's do a tiny bit of these. And I can go higher a bit. I can go higher a bit. So let's go as high as we can on Romulus. Can we do anything else? Because for once we have the book, so you know. Let's get as strong as we can, shall we? What are you saying about my charms? Yeah, doing charm on Tuesday. Yeah, that was very smart, right? That was very smart, isn't it? I mean, like I said in the comments, like I was like, I'm keeping everything for Tuesday. So in my head, it was like that, you know, so that's what I've done. I kept everything for Tuesday. And that did not really work. Oh, what? I'm stupid. What should I've done is that I wanted to do. I wanted to advance her. That's what we wanted to do today. Most importantly than anything else. Let's do, yeah, she's gonna level up anytime, so let's do like 49 or something, so we get the most of her, and let's do that. Oh, casual 2 you need, what the F. So can I do one more? I can do one more, okay. But that's, you know, that's not extra point, that's extra reward. So, you know, there is no point to waiting 2 months or whatever I'm gonna wait to make it happen. I have the books. Why the F not, like the other, you know? It's taking a bit of speed ups, but that's okay. We are here for that as well. Yes. So now we need casual 3. So now it starts to be like another game. It starts to be another game. Here we need casual 2. And that's deployment I mean, that's rally capacity, I don't care. And that's, you know, I could get some of that. I could use some of that for burning cities and stuff, but it's really small. Should we get it? I think we should get it. It's not, you know, it's very little point for the day already push. So let's get a bit of that. You know, that's just a few days of speed up at the end of the day. It's not nothing too big, nothing too crazy. We have what, 5 minutes left, so we have a bit of time. That's a lot of days. I don't know how much I'm gonna spend, but that's gonna be, you know. I can do more, let's go. You know, we are ahead in SVS, but we are not that ahead, so it's not a bad thing to give the team a bit of points when I'm not pushing. Should be okay though, it seems that we should be okay, but... Wow, I'm missing peanuts. So should I want to do more? I feel that's already not bad, you know? I feel that's already not bad. That's 9% stats. And here, you know, here it's a lot less, so... I'm gonna finish this one. And I'm gonna check the chat right after that. That's a lot of speed ups. Wow. Wow. But Romulus is like really terrible. But you know, it's everywhere. That's the benefit of Romulus. It's not like, you know, it's not even just, it's not one place, it's everywhere. I think, which emulator do you use for Whiteout Survival? LD9 or Google Play Games. So it really depends on what works best. Great, he's talking about experts. That's what I came to ask. You can ask about experts. I mean, mandarins are very good. I like it as well. That's something I like a lot. Using emulator lag sometimes. Yeah, they do. Lately, for me, they have been doing that. We just got expert and I'm a medium spender looking to develop them a bit. Dawn of Wisdom pack make the most sense. Mostly gift and sigil. So what is Dawn of Wisdom? So what you should do, right? Let me start a research and then we're gonna go to freaking the mine. And we're gonna see if we do more later, but that's terrible. That's really terrible, Romulus. You are really terrible. So let's go with some of these. Can I do some of these as well? Should I wrap up that one? I need close 1 and close 2. It's maxed out. Olger maxed out. I could do some of these, but I don't really care. Alliance Championship, close 2, so I don't need. So the packs you should do, the best packs are, I mean, I have videos for that, right? But I made a lot of videos on experts. So that the best one is this one, the 5 and the $20. Endless Warfare. These are the best one. The next best one are the one that you trigger when they are level 10 and 50, I think, maybe even level 100. You might have another one level 100, but you don't want the one level 100, but 10 for sure, maybe 50. That could make sense eventually. See, we barely made any points. So that's something to do. Then let me just do that, and stop. So we are not... and let's pop these. So you want mostly to do these 2-3 packs. That's really all you need to do, to be honest. The rest is not that important. And that's already, these two are already €50 per month. That's 5 and 20 for 2 weeks, and these are very high value. And then the little bit, I will take the other one just to get a little, you know, little push at the beginning of a new, when you unlock one, right? So what are you pushing, Xen, to be first? 31 sec, let's go. Can I get the title? We can get that, it's better than nothing, you know? Dawn of Wisdom is the rotating shop in the top right corner. No, that's bad. These are the least value you can get. They are the least value you can get, sadly. So I would not go for these. They are very, very low value. Yeah, there is not much to say. They are just very low value overall. So we are very much in the corner. That's a suck a bit. So what we might do, we might get a few and we teleport a bit, you know, somewhere else. That's not gonna work very well for us. Hello tonton, hope you well. I'm okay. You know, a lot of things to do, a lot of work and everything. So some games I want to play, I cannot really be on the Whiteout that much. So, but you know, it's life and being a grown-up, I guess. That's what grown-ups do. The Discord said there are 25 than regular pack, but what are the regular packs? Like, what are you comparing? We're talking about experts, right? There are no regular packs on experts. So I'm confused about what they are better than the regular packs, if you know what I mean. I finished third in Frostfire Mine. What do you use, Coco? Can you use the whale or do you use free-to-play? Should I try to get some of these? I'll get 4 and I teleport. I'll wait till you're done with Frostfire Mine. If you click on the shop in the top right, I'll show you. Yeah, of course. There are some packs. Well, we can look at it. Maybe they changed something as well. But I did not see anything. But we can compare a bit more, maybe. Maybe that could be me being wrong as well. So if it does not go, I'll go. Okay, it does. So I don't know if it's good, you know, I cannot really tell. My zooming in is a bit of an issue today. Wow, my game is lagging, my mouse is lagging. I teleported in a terrible spot. I'm not too far from level 2 because I'm assuming people might not go after this too bad. So the start is terrible, but you know, that's for a change. I used to have very good start and you guys are like, you're lucky, so we'll see what we do. So let's pop some of these. And let's try to scare one person or two. That would be really great to be able to have more, so... I'm hesitating to teleport, to be honest. These are really, really important. I need to find one more. I'm missing one, so that's actually terrible. That's actually terrible. Will I get what I need? I'm not even sure. 1, 2, 3, let's see. Hopefully it's 75. I think it's 75, right? Wow, he speeded up more than I did. I should have checked that. Wow, okay, well, you know, they're gonna come back now. We're gonna get very quick. We lost, you know, 5-10k of Oh, We Shall Come. That's not the end of the world. They're gonna reappear. I used the well strategy, but I had many strong players attacking me as well. Yeah, it's not true. It's really not easy if you cannot hold with 6 marches. It's really... That's why I usually don't do it. It's a bit... Allez, don't, you know. I had enough of that. Wow. Hope I got it. I probably did not. That's stupid. I should stop doing that. That's really stupid. I don't care at the end of the day. I don't care at the end of the day. Let's go back to playing. See, like I'm in the middle and I really hate it. Like I really dislike it so bad. Last time it was okay, but this time it's pretty bad. So we will get it around 22. It's not at the crowded battlefield. At 22:55, I'll get it around here. We might even struggle to get to level 5, to be honest, at that stage. Oh, maybe we're a bit lucky now. Maybe people are gathering a bit as well. Maybe we can do it. I'm not even good at collecting the corner of the mines today, so that's being taken care of. All of these are. So we got to level 4. That's secured. We got one here, that's pretty good. And we said 55, so we can get it anytime now. So now it's gonna be... Oh, he is here. That's gonna be 50. I'm gonna try to make him go away, to be honest. If I can. That's a lot. That's very, very far. What else can I do? But I don't have the level 5 skill, so I can do level 5 skill during the volcano. That's not too bad of an issue, but I kind of need a bit more to be a bit closer. So this one will be really important. Now we can do 5k again. The channel is growing real fast. It is. You know, that's usually what happens, right? The first few, you know, southern subs that are a bit harder than the next, but we'll see. But really happy about it, at least. Really happy about it. Even the French one, like I do a video a week, and you know, it's already like 400 sub. It took me forever to do a 400 sub on the English one. And I did a stream on the French one. I did just one stream in the last 3 months, and I got like 30 French people watching. Maybe some of you as well eventually, but... Oh, come on. Wow, he speeds as well. What a freaking waste of gems are we doing? What are we doing, people? Just wasting our gems. Let's get the mine and see if we got the 5k. I cannot even tell if I got the 5k, to be honest, but... let's see, if we save that one, that's pretty good. We are 31, so it's starting a bit terribly, but that's my fault. I was not very focused. I did not get... Okay, thank you. I need to check. That's gonna be not very good. I wasted like 46, so that's 5k points. We'll see if we regret it at the end. And I need still one dude as well. Thank you for checking the checking if I got the points. So, but we got the level 5 skill. That's not too bad. That seems... It's not too bad for volcanoes, to be honest. It could be a lot worse for volcanoes. So now we want that, and we need to get ready to do a good wave. Should I get a level 1? Yeah, we'll get a level 1. Thank you, Skio. Skios. So it's getting back, you know, it's getting back on to be a bit better. I'm gonna wait the last moments. Some people will teleport. Actually, cost me maybe less to teleport than do that, so. Let's try. I'm getting a bit further for some of these. I probably can get the 5k as well now if I pay attention to it. And then look for better spots. That seems pretty good, isn't it? No, it's not. That seems to be okay. Just checking if I get the 5k again. I did not pay attention to it at all, so... Sorry, my nose is scratching. That's terrible. It's not great, you know, it's not an amazing... I could have done a bit better. But are we back? We are 15, so... But that's a lot of points we miss, so... That's really a lot of points we miss. And I could have gotten one more volcano as well. $12:35, so we need to go now. Let's go, 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 go. Thank you. That spot seems to be a bit better. It's time as well where people are gathering, so you know it's it should be around what 15:30. So we got a lot of patrol easy right now. I love the meteor skin. It's really insane. Let's see if we can pop some of these. They seems to be not completely full. See, that one might be full. That's something we have been doing terribly so far. So while they respawn, you know, we'll try to, even if it's gonna attract attention, because they're gonna come back very soon for the patrol. So let's pop a bit of these. It's gonna help other as well, but that's okay. Gonna be buddy with that. Wow, that's a lot. Let's get all that juicy stuff. The dude teleported. Don't know what he's doing, but so they are coming back slowly. $14.25, thank you. So we can send basically 5 March and keep one for that. And I went with LD9 tonight, but it's well, it's you can I hope I don't know if I hope, but you can probably see it on the. It's not great tonight. So we are climbing back. It's a bit better right now. They should be, I don't want to go too far because they should be reappearing. So we just got a few. $13.20, perfect. Yeah, see, they are just right here now. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. I was like, look like the animation when they are dead, to be honest. So it should be 12.28, 12.18, sorry. Not I paid attention to this one. Let's go, we climb, we climb. It's not gonna be great, but I got pretty decently lucky with the patrol at that stage, to be honest. Like, it's not too bad to get them. I'm not really checking if other people are stealing them from me, to be honest, but that should be okay. This one is a bit of a risk because of that. We got a lot of these. We got a tiny bit. We have 2 minutes, so that's kind of the last 2 times we send the march out, so we can send them a bit further. And hopefully they respawn a bit closer. So I need to go to the mine. Yeah, do you see? Climbing up the ladder. So I can get a promotion. I need the 400k to get to the album, I think. I think that's what I want. Wow, I did not prepare my farm for Crazy Joe as well. That's terrible. So after that's gonna be a freaking rush. It's gonna be the rush to get everything done in time. So I kind of need to step up a bit with points. Also, yeah, I'm losing a lot of time on this. It's not far from being timed perfectly, but we can do one more round. They're gonna come back before. Maybe we have some that's respawning as well. Let's do one more. Oh, I'm behind. I forgot about it. That's gonna be 11:05, which is a kind of the bad timing for when you enter things. It's not the worst, but it's not great. I prefer to have like it a lot sooner in the minute than that the last few sec. So we are 7, but we are kind of quite behind. So let's see what we can do. Is there somewhere I can try to get some of these? That's a bit too far, right? That's really a bit too far. That's a bit too far now. We can get that one quick. That's just what we wanted. That's gonna be 08 or 07. That's gonna be back in time just before we need to, just behind the freaking. That's good enough. And if we are a bit unlucky, we got a lot of patrols to do, and you know, we're gonna teleport, so we can steal this patrol easily. So let's do this because there is not. I could have got that one. I did not see it. That one was totally reachable. I don't think I got it. Yeah, maybe I missed it. So that's gonna be actually not that bad if I did. Ah, my nose is terrible today. Okay, 6. That's pretty good, right? That's a good cluster. 2 here. So always the further first if you can. No, I did. Okay, so, but it's not too bad. Like, it's making my life a bit easier for the restarts. I got 4 volcanoes, easy. I'll be all on time for the rest. That's gonna be okay now. See? I mean, it's not the end of the world. We just need what to come back a bit sooner. Next 8-12, yeah, so it's gonna be now. And it's gonna be good enough in terms of timing. I can send them back. For wave 3, where do I go? Well, there is not much this time. There is not much. Wow. That's a bit terrible, isn't it? Let's hope for the best now. That's really important time. They're all coming back now, so it's time to find something. Wow. Wow, that's horrendous. I don't know if you saw a spot I missed, but I need to trigger that. I was hoping to get a lot from the mines. That's not too bad, to be honest. For like a shitty situation I put myself in. Let's see middle. Is that my main march? Yes, it's my main march. 2 minutes, so let's go gently. 5:25, that's perfect because that's its 8, so I need to go soon. I want to see like if I can spawn some of these. I'm not sure. I should have got it. I get it, but I did not pay attention too much. So let's redo it just in case. 400k should be doable, but it's not gonna be amazing score. It's really, getting a bit lucky with middle will be a really nice thing. I don't even know where my city is anymore. And I got a good margin, so I cannot really mess up the... Hopefully it does not go for it, because that's very close. Nobody seems to be getting middle, so we'll see. It's probably a whale. $440, you said. $338. Yeah, that's not too bad. Thank you again for helping. Really helpful today. My brain is a bit all over the place. Yeah. Freaking nearly maxed out, dude, so that it is what it is. So we should have a batch of monster. Yes, just right here. I need to get that, not to mess up the 5k. I have a bit of a margin, but... And then one last teleport at the end. That's our chance to get to 400k. That's really important, so I might need to burn a teleport or two or something to secure that if I need to. So we move the album forward. I'll check the questions after, yes. I just need to get ready for Crazy Joe. I'm not reading the chat properly. I'm not used to like play intensely and read chat. I need to learn that, I guess. So here, you know, that's one. It could be a one-way to teleport. So let's do that. The 5k. We got 10k. We should be able to do 400. That 400k should be more or less secure at that stage. I just need to see if I can get some refresh on the mines eventually, because that's one time that you can often. That's often a good time to do it. Sec is a bit quick for me. So let's see if I can get a refresh on the mines. Not really. Teleport is free in 30 sec. I hate my game lagging like that. But I'm good. I'm good with the 40k. That's perfect, you know. We got the 8k here. What can we do for a bit more points? I should have activated that. And there's gonna be 5k somewhere, hopefully. Not gonna be terrible tonight, but that's... Will I get the 5k here? Yeah, I did. I was worried I won't. So, but we got what we wanted, that's the objective, so... Because you said 20, I was wondering if... No, I could not get in one more. So that's okay, it's 7. Leaderboard. Reward occupation, so that's pretty good. Harvesting from the vein, so they gathered middle quite a bit. No, that's the common vein. That's what... Then from harvesting veins. No middle, so that guy did good. That's pretty good. Without no middle, 500k is pretty good. So I guess FNK pain. Okay. I mean, many people got middle, quite a lot of points from middle, so... But we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. We need to get ready for Crazy Joe on Bow City in 2 minutes. So far we're gonna do 100 infantry. Are the French dudes? Yeah, they're empty. That's pretty good. They are usually serious by emptying their cities. I need to find a neighbor. Sultan might be, I don't know if he's online. I can use that. And let's get to B-Boop. He's reinforced. Chocolat is his farm is taken. The last time I did someone else that was very, very good. So I do my farm and I catch up on chat. So when you're not focused, it does not really help. Does not really help, really. Let's teleport. They're never gonna get my farmers back. Can I teleport, please? Thank you. Let's do that to empty the city. I might need to kill some infantry again or feed the infirmary again if I was a bit serious about it. Let's reinforce myself so nobody has to do that. I mean, people love to do it still, but and let's reinforce the kind of the weaker ones. Not sure if they're playing tonight. I find that changing heroes is not too bad. B-Boop. Kind of, you know, reinforcing the one that I know are Alpha FK and not really playing the game at the moment. They're never gonna burn, but they are full troops, you know. So burning is not really the issue. It's more lancers. Let's make sure that we got every single infantry out of that city. I'm nearly there with your question. Just read it. And we can chill. I just need to go back. So does it work like one of your videos when you go left, 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 right? Just stay at level 3 mine, use the 1 min strategy for the 5k. Does not contest volcano. Yeah, that's the well strategy. So it's not what I use today, but that's the one that allows you to do 500k plus. That's the only one I know that allows you to do that. It's just like you're just getting so much from the mine that, you know, it works basically. Just have to gather. Could not I heal? Yes. Get back to work, people. Get back to work. Then as soon as they're back, we can do all of these. and then we can check how it goes. How did it go for anyone that did Frostfire Mine right now? Hey Retro, I'm new here. I want to start streaming this game as well. Which emulator are you using? I'm using LD9 Player and Google Play Games. But whichever works, to be honest. Whichever works. So that's a bit of charm, bit of stuff. Why am I... Oh, that's the war. That the people I attacked. So we are Crazy Joe 26. So I went a bit quick with it, but I need to swap my troops because Crazy Joe 26 infantries are really not killing everything anymore. You really struggle to kill, so we need to send a lot more troops in the HQ than we used to, and we need to yeah, we need to kind of step up the way we play a bit. But I did not use LD9 Player for a few days, so it's a bit like, you know, the red dots madness that you need to clear. 24 for me, Bamba. Struggle again to get to the veins. Yeah, it can be a bit tough. I really find it not always easy to get the veins. And you know, you need to do your 4K, your 5K every minute is, you know, time that properly too. Not everyone has someone helping you. But you know, if I don't speak, it's actually quite easy, to be honest. So let's look a bit at how it looks. So I'm doing points. That's my farm where I'm usually alone. So let's check if I am alone. I'm alone. So yes, so that's perfect, right? So that's the benchmark. So the benchmark is that Baby El Patron is really good. Olivier and Jano are good. Ross Anima is medium. Sultan is not really good because he is probably not playing and killing everything with his infantry. He has 1 million. So that's someone I'm gonna change. He does not need any help. He's, you know, he has a 3 million troop in his base, so... Are books a good buy from the AC shop? I'm switch. I mean, if that's what you need, my suggestion would be not to get them by default, unless you are in a very strong alliance that is like ultimate and that wins often, right? For us, we are not super strong, so we do, even if I do my best, we kind of stuck at that amount of stars and we fight very strong teams. And the odds of winning can get very, very low. So we don't always have a good week. So what I do myself, I do buy them all the time. I'm waiting for my Baldur to be maxed out so I can get the extra here, and I'm buying the serums if I have serums here for my pets. That's the most two things I'm doing. But yeah, if you really need books, you can. The only issue is like books, you're gonna get them a lot more easily with the treks than you would get the sigils, right? Sigils will be what will be the thing you miss the most on the long term. So that's not what I would do, but that's an option definitely if you really see like oh, it is insane. Insane. Hey everyone, we are 46. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciated. So we got the Frostfire Mine Rishalcom 3 million. The next time we got something here is 6 million, so it's gonna take forever. That's 400 facility, it's gonna take forever. Stronghold is gonna take forever. And then severely injured troop, it's gonna happen Saturday. Substitute for Foundry. Participate in Sunfire Castle battle. So all of these gonna go very, very slow. So if we're not getting lucky today with that, which we are very little, just one, it's not too bad, right? But it's still a lot missing. Still a lot missing. So we are 5. So I'm gonna swap someone gen wave 7, and then we should be good. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking Russian, so I don't know what you're saying, if you can translate it, or but I don't know if you will understand me, so I barely do English and French, so that's all I can do. How do you do, Crazy Joe? Like, are you guys, some of you are like a bit late in the game with too many troops? Like, do you have any good tips except using some farms for it? Trying to get to like the farming, the people catching up. For now, only infantries are getting kills. What is the level in this, Crazy Joe? Level 26. Level 26 today. So who is online and needs some love? That's not where you look. You look here, you look here. And you look here. Webster, but she has 7 million troops. Fahad, okay. Garite, Fahad. Joy? They are not really strong for Joy. Are they online though? Yeah, they're online. Go. Oh, they are Fire Crystal 9. That's pretty good. That's good enough. So I'm not gonna change my ratio for them later. That's one less to do. The troops in your city are just too much after some point, so it's just basically finding the free-to-play player. Yeah, more or less. It's farms and that. It's finding people that know how to empty their city at the best, to be honest. But we will see at the reports a bit later if they're a bit more interesting for Crazy Joe. Jano is online, Olivier is not, Patel Patron is, Ross Anima is not, and Joy is not online. So we'll see how it goes. Like, the game is so buggy with that, displaying who is online and stuff like that. That seems a bit... that should not be that complex, I guess. Did you get lucky on Arena this week? I got, it could be Mithril as well, but really happy with that. Really happy with that. I got a million messages, but I'll check later. Let's look at level 7 points. That's pretty good, right? Been using farm for a plus year. I miss your KO. For a year plus, can go back. I mean, my farm is always in the alliance for me, so I'm always kind of... And people kind of leave me my farm to reinforce. I kind of steal people farm and they don't reinforce mine, but I never, never kicked anybody for reinforcing my farm, so that's on them. That's really on them. How is it going for you guys in terms of like video quality? Because I got some errors on YouTube somehow. So I'm wondering how it is for you. Is the Tundra Arms League getting skipped this time due to Chinese New Year? I don't think so. They do Tundra Arm Links during transfers. They are afraid of nothing, I think, for Tundra Arm Links, to be honest. Nothing is carrying them for Tundra Arm Links. Save, let's do defense 4 or something like that. Wow. That's terrible. That's really terrible. Let me just send it. I got time, I got time. Let me play nicely. Fix my troops, fix my squads. We said 40,000. But my keyboard is like freezing tonight a lot, so don't buy wireless shit, guys. It's terrible. Like wireless mouse, wireless keyboard. So save, send. Go. That's 9. We are 13, so that's all okay. There shouldn't be any issue. And Hugo Luis captain, that's okay. I won't play Thai, unfortunately I cannot commit. That's fair enough. You know, it takes... Thai is one of the events that really take the most, to be honest. It's really a lot. So for me it's really, you know, like... You can have a life. You are allowed to have a life. Isn't that a thing? So something I need to do is to swap, start to swap. So here I'm not gonna swap, but Jano and Olivier I can start to swap. I can start to swap a bit. And what they were okay. So let's do 120 now. You know. Will we be S4 in Taldam? What do you mean S4? Like Gen 4? Season 4 of Tundra Armling? It will be Season 4, yes. It will be Season 4, exactly. Crazy Joe is where? So I need to get back to my Crazy Joe. I miss one, you know, one city. It's not too bad. I hope they consider this for the third anniversary. So I need to catch up a bit. I would like to them. I wish they bring some 2 new week event like Canyon is once a month, Foundry twice. I really don't know, to be honest, like what could be really cool. They have 3. I'm assuming we're gonna get the usual. I agree it would be really cool to get something more, but I'm assuming we're gonna get the usual. There is no sound. Yes, they should be now or not? I mean, they should be. It's a it's not a question. So there should be definitely sound. Sound is good. Okay. Hey, Russ. So we are 50, so that's pretty good. Unless some alliance are not really doing it. Sometimes it happens that they do it quite later. What's up, Tonton? I'm busy, but I'm doing good. I'm happy to stream, to be honest. That's one of the things I really love to do, so... Really happy to do streaming. And Crazy Joe is going okay, I think. Let's look at the ranking. 43. The girl is doing well today, but you know, that's close. Okay, I can hear again. Perfect. Question about the video on charms. Yes, please do. Hey, Tonton, do you know much about what can you do with expert after the reach level 100 intimate? My teammate maxed out Baldur and can receive sigil weekly from him. We can look at that, Sugar. I have maxed one. That's only one, but I got one to show you. It's a brand new day. I have survivors again. So before, I just need to do... What do I need to do here? Which wave are we? I'm very distracted today. We are wave 15. Wave 15. So there is only Ross, Anima, and my farm that I did not swap ratio with. And that's perfect. We're gonna do that now. We're gonna do that now. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be all we need. I'll show you just after I swap the ratios. I just need a bit lancers because like infantry is not killing everything at all. So you need a bit of lancers. I try to get full lancers and it does not get killed somehow. So I'm a bit confused by that. I'm a bit confused by that. So let's do 75, 75. And I'll send back. Yeah, it's really hard to get information on YouTube, except Wells. That will you just see Wells spend crazy amount of money for that. That's more or less all you will find. It's Wells burning thousands and thousands because most of the content creators, they are not, you know, either they are Wells and they don't make like educative content, they just make entertainment to my, you know. I don't know if it's my liking, I don't know if it's the right word, but in my views, at least. So now we all have what we need. So what happened when you mark them out, when you're intimate? For me, I'm only intimate with Olga. I choose like the, you know, beardy, bulky arena guy to be intimate with. So I don't know what he means by getting sieges weekly. I'm not too sure about that, right? But what happens is you have the skill. I mean, you have the typical thing right here. There is nothing special here about it. It's just the stats. You get the attack, the defense, whatever. You get the skill maxed in my case. And then you get the research, right? The path, they call it. So I need to sneeze. So you have what they call the path. Arena skill proficiency. And you have to go through them one by one. You cannot choose what you do. So here you can improve all of these. So there are 10. So you can do 20 of them. So you need 200 sigils to get 0.20 lethality, plus you get health as well. So if I spend 200 sigils, I get 0.2 lethality and 0.6 health. So that's insanely expensive, but that's all I know about it. If you look at my trek history, if you look at my, can I see review relationship? Yeah, skip. That's just the story, right? You don't see the... You don't see after that what you got. So you just see the storyline here. So I'm not too sure. Does it help? Eat the custom artistry for charms a bad deal. So what I find about it is I'll put some maybe. It's one of the, like on the regular pack, to me it's one of the best pack, right? That I guess that these packs you wanted to talk about, we can do that later. We can do that now. Whoever that was, I forgot. That was let me scroll up. That was Matt. I don't know if you are still there, Matt. We can talk about packs. But I don't have them anymore. But if you are like me, let's say, but you're probably not there yet. And you just need one of them, they are really good because you can select what you want, right? So if the game gives you too many guides, which is the case for most people, you can buy just the charm design you want, and that's okay. So when you spend very little on seasonal event like I do, you rarely get charms because the value on lowest packs and stuff is a bit better usually on Mithril and things like that. So you rarely go crazy on charms on seasonal event unless you spend a lot more money than I do. So that's one way to get them, is one good way to get them, because the one you will get from Journey of Light is a mix of both, right? So I don't know for you where you are. You're probably quite further than me. I know you are. So I'm not sure what you miss. If you miss secret and you want to exchange these, I will do Journey of Light, for example. We have it 2, 3, 4 times a year, it seems. That's nearly $400 every time. So when you think about it, you know, it's a $1,000.2, $1,000.6, $1,000.5 more or less dollars per year just on Journey of Light. If you just maxed out Journey of Light, and that's gonna be plenty, and you will be able, whatever you have too many, you're gonna be able to swap. So that's what I will do. I was about to say on a budget, but when you spend, you know, $1.6 thousand on charms a year, it's not on a budget for many people, but you know what I mean. Then I think the next pack I will buy is the Artistry. I think so. After Journey of Light. Especially if you miss one type of stuff. So Matt, like if you look here, edit wave, oh it's wave 17, it's very slow at that stage. I need to do the lucky wheel and stuff after. We need to remind me, I need to not forget about that. That's not the packs, that's the packs. So what do you get here for $5? 6 euros for me. Thank you Europe and your taxes. You get 100 books and 10 sigils, right? Like that for me, that's terrible. That's horrendous. That's like crazily low. If you look here, and I cannot show you really much, but I can show you on my farm later. Did wave 17 hit? Yeah, so we can go on the farm for a sec. Because I don't buy these on my farm. So that one is $5. So you get 10 sigil, 100 books, right? And whatever else is, you know, is not important. So here, if you go here and you look at what you get 10 sigils, so you don't get more. You get 10 of these, that's pretty good. You get 2,000 books, you get 20 times more, and you get these on top of that. You get 10,000 reputation. So for me, it's like doubling the value or something like that. It's not crazy on sigils. So unless you really want a lot of sigils, you know, but that's what you get for $5. And for $20, what you get is 40 sigils, which is, you know, is 4 times more. So that's pretty good. You get some learning, who cares? But maybe you get 6 times the books. So that's why the value is a bit higher. And you get 4 times the XP. But you get, instead of sigils, what do you get on the other one? Yeah, instead of getting the treks, you get the learning speed ups, but you get 6 times the book and 4 times the XP, so that's very similar. It's just that you get a bit more books here. So these are far better to me, unless I missed the point and you like, you stupid tonton, you did not read the little, you know, the asterisk or the little line at the bottom of the pack and there is something else with it, or I don't know, like, did I miss something? But else, it's like, I don't see the value. It could be because of lack of imagination too. Thank you, Tonton. The expert pass. It seems maybe each expert's max might provide different benefits. Baldur give many good items, so maybe it give even more maxed. No, it's more or less the same for all of them, I'm pretty sure. I cannot tell you for sure, but what I've seen is like it's just a way to spend your sigils. So you cannot use sigils anymore. They give you a way to spend your sigils. And if you look at them, they have 3 boards, right? So there's 1, 2, 3. And see, these boards are not better. I mean, maybe the stats are better. I did not pay attention to the stats, to be honest. Because that's attack, defense, health, attack, defense, health. Attack, defense, health. And this one is what? Is defense, attack. No, defense, health, attack, defense, health, attack. So maybe there is 3 times health. I don't know. Are we wave 19? Oh wow, they are burning. Can I do something? No, wave 19 is on the way, so I cannot do something. So the farms, the little farms are burning, but I'm 5, so that's pretty good. And 19 Joy Tonton Mini. I'm totally like, oh, I mean, I reinforced Emma instead of Mini El Patron. What a legend. Don't do like me today. I do everything I should not. But let's go, let's do that. That's, you know, who cares? See, when people burn, you make very little points. So that's like defending a very weak farm without giving them good heroes and stuff. That's a bit stupid as well of my... Should have give them good heroes. Like that's their force farm or force account, so... I know they are not a good value, but I was wanting to push expert a little since they are new and it's SVS. So, I mean, yeah, if you really want to, that's okay. But just know that patience, you will get double... the value you get here is like more or less double for me. But you know, if you either have the money or just because the time is right for you or because you want to get ahead, you know, investing in expert, if you do, investing in expert earlier makes a lot of sense as well, because you know they are at the end of the day, you're gonna have them for the rest of, you know, rest of your life more or less. So to me, it could make a lot of it could make a lot of sense to, you know, go on expert a bit. But already the 2 packs, these like you know, if you play the long-term game, these are $50 a month. So yeah, it's really, for many budget, it's a lot. For many budget, it's already a lot, and that's okay, you know, if you can do more. But for me, like the best value, if I remember, is really like these for $50, and then the next one was really the one that you get level 10 and stuff. But these are like $5-10 packs, so they are not, you know, not crazy expensive, I guess. If that makes sense. The extra chat from getting Olger to level 6 seems good, like investment. These are like... you get a lot of sigil for your money overall. That's why I like them, is like the money value felt, you know, felt okay. The money value felt okay. When, you know, I could not say so for all of the other ones. So hopefully it helps, you know. Thanks, I could not think of a good way to add that. No worry, that's okay. There is no bad way, you know. We start where you are, or you know, whatever you think about it, and we explore. Because, you know, there are things like you know, sometimes I could feel that in the way I'm answer, I feel like, you know, confident, or I know what I'm talking about, you know, but I can always make a mistake or misunderstanding or not understand where you are coming from. Sometimes I ask a lot of questions because I'm like, you know, I cannot answer that question if I don't know if you're a big spender, if you're free to play, if you like these things, you know. They often lack a bit of need a bit of context to be answered properly, I find, so. So if somehow, you know, we start with the question and we'll navigate through it. I like how the game gives us new stuff and not just more level to the other stuff. That's, to be honest, that's good on them. That's really good on them. What's happening? Oh, that's someone attacking. Because I saw flame and I saw like a knight hitting something. I was like, maybe someone is burning our farms or you know. So that's I find that they did well for that, to be honest. They could have been lazy. No, it's not that hard to be lazy as a dev. It's quite, you know. So, and they are like, for me, they are both in. I would prefer that than red gear or like purple gear or like, you know, red gear of death, you know, whatever that would have been, right? Because partially because it's really fixing some problem that the game has for me. Like for me, one of the issues that the game has is like Foundry, you don't get enough stuff, right? For me, you really like the amount of stuff you get from Foundry. I will, you know, same here. Like you can buy nothing in that freaking store. You can buy some books, you know, whatever. You can buy some fire crystal and shit, but you know, it's like very, very little overall what you can buy. So I will, you know, really felt that, you know, we should be able to do a lot more with these events. And this way to spend our currency. So that's really fixing that. So that's, I find it really cool. Because now you can go in and, you know, it's like day 2 or it's day 2 and I can buy out 2 things. I'll be able to buy out that. It's reset in 2 weeks. I'll get something extra. If we win, I'll get some more. Like, that feels good, you know? But when you win a match, like, oh, we rank 3. That's pretty good. But I guess some alliance did not do it yet, right? Yeah, we are missing KND and they're often pushing a lot of points. And the other ones too, so we'll see. Did you still burn it for resources? Just watch your farm getting to Fire Crystal Tenjos. I did it recently twice. When I pushed for T11 Marksman maybe 6 months ago, and when I pushed for T11 Lancers 2 months ago. So that's why my farm is very low in power actually. If you look at my farm, I mean it's very low. It will be over 1 million power because I never fight with it, right? So I don't injure troops fighting. So I had to like kill thousands and hundreds of thousands of troops, multiple hundreds of thousands of troops. I had to feed infirmary, and I even filled like fully enlistment. When I empty my farm, I like fully fill the infirmary, which is 250k, fill enlistment, which is like 1 million or something. I fill that and I still kill, you know, 2, 3, 4, 500k troops. Because it's just what it is, you know. You just have to do it that way. But you know, I made my peace with it. It was a bit heartbreaking at the beginning. I was like not really feeling like totally burning my farm, but it is what it is, you know. You have to do what you got to do. So let's finish that. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. So let's finish where we were. Cause you know, maybe I stay 45 minutes or so, but I might not be able to stay that long. Let's keep moving. Wow, that's taking a lot of freaking days of research speed-ups. And we can do one more. Wow, that's super interesting. And that's 7 out of 20. This one is never ending. This one is really never ending. So I don't know if I want to push that much further. How many days I burned? Probably 40. Yeah, I burned quite a few days. I burned 40 days of speed up for research. I'm not sure how, you know. But the next one I might do might be him. I might just slowly finish him, basically. Because freaking is like so expensive to do at that stage for what I earn. I earn peanuts, so it starts to be really expensive. So I'm really hesitating to push him like so much more, let's say. I need more books. Regular pass sucks, but might have to purchase. Yeah, but they are really bad. They are really, really bad. So I think I will gently. Can I do him as well? Because we have Tundra Armlings not too far from now. So, and that I might. Yeah, I'll do him soon. So let's get the research going on that dude. And let's do 10 hours, so it finishes at 8 tomorrow morning. So that's perfect. 1 more hours. Let's kick people, but that's me. So what do we have to do? We can spin the wheel a bit. So the last one, we should hopefully get Fred to max. That's pretty good. That's a very good opening compared to my farm, 9 shards. And you lose troops on your main too? No, I don't, Joe's. Because I empty the city, so I fill infirmary, I fill enlistments, I buff 20%, I use pets, I use everything, 20% deployment capacity. So when I pull out the 6 marches of my farm, like when I remove the 6 marches of my farm is empty and there is nothing else to... that's pretty good, 8. There is nothing else, there is no troops in the farm. And if I have too many troops, so what I do to suicide troops on my farm, I just attack my main city with my farm, right? I just throw, like march without heroes or with heroes, it does not matter. My farm is doing nothing to my main. I just kill some troops, like just attacking my main. So that was a crazy one. So let's look at it. Do we need more? Maybe we don't need more, actually. Maybe we just got what we need. Because we got extremely lucky. No, we need more. But we need 70 more. So, but it does not really matter because I'm maxed on all heroes. So there is no interest for me to swap. So we're just gonna go to... just gonna go to Tundra Arms, Tundra Trading Station, whatever I do. Oh, I wanted to show. These have been pretty good today, to be honest. I should have checked how much I got. These have been a very good spin. I don't know if you can see how much you get, but these have been pretty good spins. So we got 12 extra. That's not too bad. Tonton, can you do a video on research strategies after you get Helios troop? Can you tell me more, Sugar? Sugar Dog Malone, can you let me... What do you want to know? Like regular research? Fire Crystal Shard research? I mean, until we got T12, you know, there is not much to do anyway, so... It really depends on when you are here. But here, like, you want to leave some here. I don't know, that's you deciding. For me, I decided to leave like 100 days, that I'm not gonna use research speed up for 100 days here. You might want to leave a bit more because in like 50 days from now, that stops working. I have nothing else to do. It's just wasted. So I wasted some general speed ups and research speed ups here I could have used somewhere else. But I prefer to have my research max than to get most value of it. But you could have, you know, some people could say, I stop when I have a year, when I have, you know, 6 months, when I have whatever. And then here it really depends on the troop you use, you know. But I'll put, depending on where you are, but, you know, training and cost of promoting, like promoting is very expensive and you're gonna train for like crazy amounts. So I'll put, you know, promoting troop to 5, 6, 7-ish. And then mostly the healing cost that you want. Same like the troops you use a lot, you might want to go to 5, 6, 7 each, you know. It's very expensive, to be honest. Very, very expensive. So it depends a bit how it works with T12. Can you do T12 if you don't unlock everything, for example, you know? Or do you have to do everything to unlock T12? Do you have to finish your research, things like that? But we don't know, so... We do not know. So that's 6 million points, so it's not too bad. You know, it's not great for ranking, but helps a bit. And so far, the Steam is, yeah, it's crazy in our favor. So it's not a great SVS so far. It's you see that people are waiting for Gen 10. So I think next one will be maybe a bit more competitive for us, but we'll see. Thanks, I was trying to figure out how to burn my farm, not that 1.7 million troops. So yeah, you fill infirmary, you fill enlistments. Enlistment's gonna cost you more or less a month to empty when it's filled. So for me, it's like 1.1 million troops. So what happened in enlistment, when it's full, you are at nearly 14.5k. Around 75%, you are dropping. That's dropping a lot. Whether you collect the troop or not, it does not matter. It's when you recruited back roughly 25% of a full enlistment, that starts to lower. And when you are recruited back 50% of your enlistment with like a very boosted loyalty recovery rate, it goes back to like the 10% of that. As soon as you are around 50%, it goes back to 10% of that. So the first 50%, you get them out very quickly, and the rest you don't. So the advice here will be, you know, to get the first 50% out very quickly, maybe a week, maybe something like that, or to a week and a half, and the rest it would take you 3-4 weeks to get. And if you use some of the tokens to help yourself, don't buy them, you know, you get them with Romulus, but wait for that royalty recovery rate to go back to, you know, 1,450, like to be very low. And when it's very low, if you want to help yourself, use the tokens. But to be honest, like I mean, unless you fight with your farm, but I don't, so I just need enough. Yeah, I just need enough to do bear. So if you look, I'll pop on my farm in a sec. I'll show you what I do. But I kill a lot of infantry to be able to empty for Crazy Joe, and I kill a lot on lancers, so the kills are not taken by the infantry and the lancers on Crazy Joe. So I use Romulus on marksmen every day to get the extra free troops, because again, I'm not fighting on my farm, so I don't need the extra infantry or whatever I need. So I use Romulus on lancers, on marksmen, sorry. And if you look at troops, and I got a lot of infantry and lancers because it has been a while and I recovered, but I'll bring it down to like, you know, 700k, 600k. I'll bring that down to like 200k if I need to. And I just keep lancers so I can do full marches on bear if I need to. Marksmen, sorry. And I train low-level troops to make point in SVS if I need to as well. So that's kind of more or less the strategy. That's more or less the strategy. That's how you recover your troop like a whale. You teleport. That's how whales are doing it in Frostfire Mine, you know, when they are coming around, like coming out from like gathering, and not gather, either gathering or like killing patrols, like they teleport to recall their troops. That's the fastest way to do it when you have unlimited teleport, or you just don't care about, you know. So that's why you want to do your infirmary as well on your farm. It's so increasing enlistment capacity, so you don't have to hurt your farm too much. But you know, you can hurt it, to be honest. That's okay. It's a farm, again, unless you fight. We are winning 2.4 versus, yeah, you know it's won already. So you know it's won already for quite a while now. Do I want construction? No, I want XP. I'm struggling with XP on my farm, so. Should I register in Alliance Championship? Should I? Yes. Let's everything is the best I can do. And I got one more polar to do. I'll do arena and stuff to kind of wrap up for the day and start to be... I had a very bad night of sleep last night, so... I need to sleep not too late today. If your enlistment office does not fill after burning, do you lose through permanently or you get some 100% back? It always fills after burning, so I'm confused, Mehdi. What situation do you have in mind that it does not fill? So the way it works is fill infirmary first. When infirmary is full, it goes to enlistment. But not 100% is going to enlistment. You are using like 30% are permanent deaths. When they go to enlistment, because infirmary is full, it's very different than permanent deaths because you're attacking a city, for example, and you have permanent deaths because you're attacking a city. That's two different permanent deaths, right? So I don't know if I get a report, but yeah, some of it is going to enlistment when infirmary is full, and the rest is dying. You go to sleep then? What's time for you then? Because it's probably like a few hours ahead of us, right? Or me at least. Can I do something here? I'll do last day. Or maybe I do that. That's 400. Redeem. If that was not perfect, that was exactly the amount I needed. Exactly what I needed. So the farm is, you know, it's not... I'm pushing all I can so far, but I'm pushing on the wrong days apparently, so... But I did some speed ups, I did some gathering, I did some shards, I did some books and stuff, so that's very little I can do. So it comes down to eventually, if we really need to and they are pushing a lot, it's training, more or less. That's really where I have a chance to shine a bit here. Okay, Mehdi, you're welcome. I assume it was that, right? But that's what was making sense to me. I think it's 30% if I remember. I rarely do that anymore, so... But I'm pretty sure it's 30%. It's plus 3 UTC, so yeah, you are 2 hours before. So it's like 10:30 for you. What do you read? You read like how do you say? When I read is useful reading. I rarely rarely read a novel or anything like that. It's like self-development, finance, health. I never learned to read for pleasure when I was a kid. I always hated it actually. It was always like a... Then I spent my adult life reading, you know, online and... That's something I did not learn how to enjoy as a kid. So let's do... Why not do that as well? We maxed out Gordon. We unlock him 3 stars. In case he becomes a joiner one day. Can we do somebody else? Do we have shards for somebody else? Or that the day for shards apparently. We're gonna get some for her. Gonna do this tomorrow. Or we're gonna do them idle actually. Idle is really not good, right? I had some Alliance Med complaining about it today. They're like, tell the dev that idle is sucks, you know, sucks. I cannot really, you know, I don't really have a way to tell people that these things. But people are a bit disappointed with it. They were really thinking it's gonna be a bit better. So we are still 50, that's pretty good, thank you again. Even with Fred, like, that got a few more stars, it seems to be, like, not going anywhere. I might have the chance to do a bit of hero gear this time, because you know, hero gear is at the end of the week, so usually if we win, I don't do it on my farm, so I start to have a lot of... I mean, for a farm, right? That might... Yeah, that's not gonna fly. How does your team recruit? It seems like Transfer Chat is a social event and not helpful to get new people. We are not the best, to be honest. For me, like a hard time recruiting, I was thinking that the channel will actually bring people, which it does not really. Often it does not. Because there are not that many viewers that are around, you know, in the neighborhood. Because, you know, I started the video very late compared to where we are in the States. So people that are watching YouTube, they're already watching other people. And the people that, you know, discover me are usually newer people, right? Except with a few exceptions. So people that are looking for their first, you know, YouTube content and their first guides and stuff like that. But how do we recruit? Like, it's a lot of friendship. It's a lot of connection. It's, you know, making friends in Foundry, having fun with people you meet and say, oh, it was a good match, blah, 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 and talk to them and like socializing. And that's things I like. I suck at and I don't do. So for me, like for my background as a gamer, like you recruit people on performance. Like I always say, you know, when I used to do World of Warcraft, like competitively and stuff, you know, we will do like interviews on Skype and stuff. We will, you know, ask people to apply with a CV and stuff. So I'm used to recruit people on performance. In Whiteout Survival, it's like, hey, I want to join your alliance. Can I join? And that's it. That's more or less really about it for 99% alliances out there. So that's a bit puzzling for me, to say the least. So yeah, it's mostly like people making friends and stuff. So it's like, yeah, social people are the best at recruiting in that game. Thank you. I'm a hair for trying to make people from dead teams in state and send people DMs from the other state. Yeah, it's really hard. But if you are like a, you know, your social whales, I mean, I think there is two types of alliance, right? There are the very rare ones. It's like competitive alliance with like clear rules and expectations and things like that. I think like Chizgul is talking very well about it, because I'm very much aligned with the way he manages alliance, at least the way he talks about it, because I've never been in one of them. But like when he explained how he see, you know, his alliance and like people commitment and respect of, you know, people engagement and stuff, like I'm very much on that same boat. But that's really the exception to the rules, to the rule. Most alliances are managed in a, I find, in a very light way, if that makes sense. In the very, yeah, It's like, you know, and that's okay, right? That's really okay. It's a social game, but that really shows how social is the game. Do you think we'll have a Chinese New Year or we'll just go to Valentine's? I really don't know, Horace. I really don't know. I think we'll get all. I think if I had to bet, we have a regular Valentine. Remember last year it was a fake Valentine, right? It was like that spending event for the skin. So I bet on a real Valentine this year, like proper seasonal event. I bet Chinese New Year will be silver shell events, like the one that the Chinese states got in September. That, you know, that some, I think Shield and a few other YouTubers made videos about it, like it's a leak, it's gonna happen. And it was the Chinese things only. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna use these skins and stuff to give them to us. That will make sense with just Chinese New Year. It's already ready. And I think it was a silver shell kind of event. So that's my bet. The Chinese New Year will be silver shell kind of event, and then we will have the anniversary early March, which is usually a regular free seasonal event. So, but you know, they could do the other way around. They could do silver shell on Valentine, and they could do like a proper event for Chinese New Year. But that's gonna be very close with the anniversary, or they are mixing anniversary at Chinese New Year and they make a crazy event. I don't know. You know, they have options. They have options at least. There are things they can do. I think this game is alive because of the social aspect. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit crazy, right? Not crazy, but it's just unusual to me. It's just unusual to me from like the game I used to play and stuff like that. It feels took me a while to adjust to it, to understand that it is a social game more than everything else. Even for like the big spenders, like even for the crazy account, crazy whales. Usually, I mean, what I've been used to in some games, like the bigger spenders are often the most committed to the game and are the most kind of elitist or competitive people, right? Because, you know, if you spend 50k, 100k, 200k on your account, like, it's rarely just a hobby. And, you know, video gaming on mobile and free and pay-to-win games went a very long way, because that's a... You know, people spending that kind of money, they used to be like highly competitive people, right? Right now, it's like, you know, people like you and me with a bit of a high income, good situation in life. You know, maybe they got lucky, maybe they worked their ass off and they sold the business, or they just have a good income and a good career. And, you know, whichever case they are in, that's fair enough. We never know till the event come. Yeah, that's basically it, right? Sometimes, you know, people like to tell you that this is going on and there is a leak and there is... Yeah, of course, you know, there are things like... My understanding is like the Chinese states are it's very much a separate game. Not everything is the same. It's not the same timeline for things. It's a very separate game. So some things we will get, China won't get. Something China will get, we won't get. Like... So whenever there is a leak about, like, you know, Chinese states and whatever, always take it with a pinch of salt. We never know. We never know. And there is no like test server. There is no like heads up. You know, that we get 2 months in advance about the next content we will get and stuff like that. So we discover when it's out. Sometimes we know a few days before with the VIP customer support, and that's more or less it. And that's, you know, that's okay. That's a mobile game. It's really, really hard, you know, to have been on the other side. Like, when you see now, like, if you play, like, PC games or console games, like, sometimes you have, like, test reels, you know, content is, like, communicated in advance and stuff like that. But, this thing took time, like, for these, like, older companies to be able to do. Oh, someone burned. But that's a farm. That's a Fire Crystal 4 farm. I'm sure I'm forgetting something I wanted to do with you guys. We're gonna do that. But because I changed client, I need to redo my lines. So. I already want to finish Zoa and freaking Fred. I'm gonna finish Fred today, F it, because next week I don't really need. Let's finish Fred. That I'm gonna be able to do a bit later. Let's see if I can update now. It's 3.40, 384.5. I don't know if it's updating right away or if you need to change. Yeah, it's updating right away. That's pretty good. So let's see if we can do something here with the Fred. And I use quite a bit of XP. Wow. They are useless. They are useless. It's not gonna happen. That's a bit better. That's really helpful. It's really not gonna, I'm not gonna clear anything for quite a while, but we have Gen 10 next week, so. That's pretty good. But that's not good enough. That was decent order, let's say. That had the chance to win. No infantry. There was infantry, sorry, no lancers. It was lancers and infantry, but no marksmen actually. See, like how the lancers, the marksmen die? But there are none, I'm stupid, that's a 60-40 march. Of course they are dead. They never were there in the first place. So that we did. Let's see if we can do a tiny few more here. With a Fred that's tanking a bit more. That's really not good. I happen to have made like better runs, so I'm curious about what. Oh, it's because I put Bradley on the right. I was testing stuff the other day. It can be a lot closer. Bam. See, it's really close, right? She dies for Lynn. Alonso dies. Greg is nearly dead. It's really, really close. I used to be very far to clear that level, but now it's getting, maybe with a bit of luck, right? Wow. Yes, go, go, go. Wow. See, it's every time the same. It's really so close. I'll try to swap Greg and Magnus after, because it used to be worse, but maybe now it's better. That's mostly how you clear a lot of levels, you know. Here you just try again. Just try again. That was terrible. Sometimes you know, later with stronger heroes you need to try multiple times as well. I don't know if anybody is playing this skill themselves, to be honest. That seems to be quite hard to do. Or you need to do ×1 and... But I've never seen anybody do that. Or heard about anybody doing that, but that's maybe the key. So often you just do that and the outcome is far better or far worse. That's often how it works. I did not see. Did not pay attention. Let's go. Let's see. But I don't think it's gonna be... Fred is dying very quickly. Yeah, Geronimo and Logan are alive when they reach out to the infantry, so that's terrible. That's really, really worst. We can try with... That usually works not as good. We'll see. See, because that's Brady that's being like destroyed. And he's missing a skill and he's getting stunned. So yeah, not today. Not today. Let's try to find good match. That's very similar to us, but that's very weak and that's very weak as well. So let's go for points instead. I'm gonna crush them. Between the difference in power and the difference in experts, it's, you know, nowhere near close. So we need fresh meat. That's a bit more interesting, but that's not crazy. That's my state, so let's go with these guys. Do you guys spend a lot of time like refreshing your arena to try to get more points, or do you don't care? But these guys are very weak, so even if it's a spender, his arena is quite weak. That's someone from my state. See, that's the perfect lineup, like... A bit weird that his expert is solo. Bit surprising. It's really insane how much shields. If you look at Gwen, like she bounces back so fast. I'm kind of in between in power, right? There are not that many people as weak or as strong, depending on where you look at it. Either people are like far stronger because they are whales, or they are, you know... I mean, that's a terrible lineup. But I might have to, you know... Not gonna use my gem too much, so... These are all very easy so far. I mean, these guys I cannot take them on, so let's refresh because that's only people of my state. And that's interesting because she has far better widgets. But that's someone from my state, so let's try to get... But there are not many people right now. I don't know who we have been matched with, but its arena is pretty terrible. It's like a very weak folks or people close are like from my state, and then everybody else is like a whale and like far ahead, and good luck doing anything. So Hazis maybe. But Data should win easily, even if in power we are quite close. Unless like widgets are insane, but he has 10 widgets, so that's pretty good. All of them are quite higher, so let's try to see. I'm a bit curious to see. If I had to bet, I bet on me. Because of the lineup, but he has a very higher widget, so that could be a thing. No, I totally smash him, see? Like similar power. Or the lineup is so much better. I mean, my expert was quite above as well, so I think it's expert is kind of fake. It's very low power for what it's giving you in reality. And we bullied him already, I think. I refresh, I don't need anyone in my alliance, but the state is free will. Yeah, fair enough. It gets annoying sometimes. I avoid the states as much as I can, but I do a bit less lately, to be honest. Sometimes I'm a bit lazy to just you know, burn gems on that. I'm doing my arena a bit early, so let's see if we can find someone interesting, but there are not that many. Whatever. I'm not getting in too much by people on the States as well, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna go soon, guys. I'm already tired. I need to sleep, need to wrap up a few things before I go to bed. So yeah, we are versus the big state like 4943, but these are the only big whales for most of them. Many of them are not for the other one. And what did we get? 6, 7, 7, 7. That's what, you know, happen when you don't try to aim for like higher targets. You get very little points. Yeah, that dude attacked me. That's fair enough. But yeah, you know, that was a bit of but see that guy like 55k? And he's using the same setup. Oh no, that's me, I'm using the same setup. Sorry. I mean, I'm using my setup, he's not using mine. So see how he's getting crushed because, play again, let's do one. Like 2 infantry, lancer, 2 marksmen. It's Hendrik and Bradley, that's pretty good, but Zura is gonna heal everything up. If you look at it. Like Fred is having issue to die, she's healing. So she's healing Fred, she's healing Gwen, so Fred is like tanking so much. And then, bah... Of course, Hendrik is finishing them, but that's really how strong Ixorala. One more time. If you look at their life, I mean, Magnus is probably disappearing and getting deleted, but you can see that he's, you know, he's resisting quite a bit. That's pretty strong. That's why I play that. It works sometimes, you know. Well, I want to exit actually. Sometimes it works, but you know, when the Omega Scorpion is attacking me, like that guy is maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. It's like insane. And he's using the proper team as well, so... If you look at the top, it's terrible often. See, like, unless he does not have Bradley, but he has Bradley. That's far worse. That's the proper way. King Baba plays right. Yeah, many of them know, some of them don't somehow. Once you get all your hero gear up to 39, should you try to skip blue level and put 1 hero gear to purple? It's really up to you. It depends if you care about more about your solo march or your arena. Some people do all blue, and then they do all purple. Some people rush purple. Some people even rush 99 on some of the pieces, but that's more if you rally lead and you really want the good stats. It really depends. Really depends. No problem with either of these options. They are both good options to me. For me, I went 59 because I wanted to have a better march, but now I went 79, sorry, for some of these. And you know, you see Essence Stone is quite higher as well for some of these. But I'm gonna put everything to 59. I'm gonna put these to 79, this one to 79, and then everything to 79 before I go to 99, because I rarely rally leads. It's a lot of stats anyway, you know, these are good stats that you get, they are not bad. It's boosting arena quite a bit, so which I like as well. So yeah, it's really a personal choice. I think it does not change much at the end of the day. It's gonna, you know, in a month or two, you're gonna be the other way around. So it's not like you are committing to go to level 100 before you do anything to 19, for example. That will be like a much more bolder move, right? And that's that could be a bit more debatable if it's good or not for you. But if you are kind of in between, to be honest, for me, I don't think it really changes. in the sense of, so you start to get really tired. In the sense of like, if you play a foundry, it's not gonna make the difference between you burning a city with 4 million soldiers in it, right? You're not gonna feel it. There might be one fight in, you know, in 2 months where if you had a bit more, you had one option or the other, it will make a difference. But most of the time, as long as you are doing things right, it's not gonna change on like a fight by fight basis. It's more a direction you give to your account, and that's supporting a bit something in particular. Well, I think it's time for me to go. Really sleepy. So what do we do this week? Not much until Saturday, probably. I'll see if I do a stream Thursday, but there are a lot of people watching right now for the stream, so I'm kind of keen to do a bit more. And I covered a lot of stuff on videos as well that I wanted to, so in term, so one fake, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. In terms of point-wise, for Bear, Hendrik or Bradley will give more points to call a rally. We will get Gen 8 soon and thinking to take Hendrik. So I did not try Hendrik myself, so I cannot really tell you for sure. But what I understand from, you know, people playing with me is like Hendrik has, I cannot see it. Wow. I don't know if it's a defensive. Let me check. I think it's a defensive widget. Is it offensive widget for Hendrik? I don't think it matters. I think just the short answer is Bradley for Bear. Everyone I know use Bradley, as far as I remember. Gen 8, Hendrik, Marksman. No, it's an offensive rally. So even with an offensive widget, people use Bradley. Hendrik is a very good joiner for Bear because he has a unique, nearly unique 25% skill, and that's buffing Bear damage. And that's as good as the JC, as good as the Jasser, as good as the Siyun, because it's 25%. So Hendrik is really good as a joiner. You will use Bradley, but in Arena, you're really gonna enjoy having Hendrik. I've done Sonia, which is she's a worse joiner because she's a 20% joiner. Even if she's kind of a special 20% joiner, it's still a multiplicative apparently with like JC, but it's 1.25 multiplied by 1/20, so it's not that better than than to JC actually, so it does not really matter. So Sonia, I'm a bit disappointed with Sonia. Would have been better to do Hendrik, to be honest. Thanks to Russ. And the main thing is like you can do Xura, Hendrik, Bradley, and it's a nightmare in Arena. It's really a nightmare for others. When the Lancers are not, you know, unless you play 60-40 and you want Sonia to get the latest Lancers for your 60-40, something like that. But the infantry do not really make sense much more. You know, you get Begatted from the Lucky Wheel. Maybe you did this or not, but you just need, if you have 3 marksmen, you just need 1 infantry, you just need 1 Lancer, so you're gonna get Fred, so it's all like chill and going well. But yeah, I'm go, guys. I'm really like my eyes are like really tired. But thank you very much. I'll see you one fake, like, you know, we can, or you can always message me in game or Discord if you want to follow up, if that was not enough. But I'll get ready to go to bed. And yeah, worst case scenario, we see each other Saturday for the 4. We'll see. I might need to work a bit, so we'll see what I can do. But at least the battle part, maybe not the burning, maybe the battle part, because the burning tends to be like 15 minutes, and then there is nothing left to burn. We burned everyone that was not shielded in 15 minutes, and then it's waiting an hour for 1 hour 45 minutes. So I might just pop online for the castle battle. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I'll keep you posted on Discord. And then see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Salut mollet, je déco, je file. Ciao, bye bye everyone. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. It was a nice evening. Always fun for me to stream when there are a lot of people. You know there is a few, but chat is active. We talk, so that's really cool. I really enjoyed it. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.